ladies and gentlemen, the president of the U.S. Cycling Hall of Fame. It is currently en route to Davis, California. Happy to have you with us here today. Enjoy the bike race. Hang out. Stay up here on the stage and watch this. You can head over there a little bit and have a chance to watch this. Don Wylum, happy to have you with us here today. 72 degrees right here on the Parkway and climbing. Our Mini heading toward us. Look at these hot little cars here. God, this is quite a collection of Mini pace vehicles right there. Otto's Mini and the Mini of the main line right there. And they're going to be rolling around in front of thousands of people. If you are anywhere near our course side, come to the fences. We are going to see our men's race in just a moment coming up. Dan Holloway sitting there out front, 150 pounds. He's 22 years old. Here is Dan Holloway on the Parkway. Ring those bells. Welcome that guy here and start our clock. And notice the way he has his hands. He actually is not holding on to the bars. He puts his hands close together right by the handlebar stem and drapes his hands over the top and just rests his forearms on the bars because it makes them narrower and more aerodynamic. That position was actually adopted and adapted into cycling from downhill ski racing back in the 80s. And so these guys know that they're a little bit more slippery through the air when they narrow their body like that. And so Holloway will do everything he can to keep maximum aerodynamic advantage because he's out here all by himself. The other man who's been chasing him, and we will see if he is still in front of the pack. It looks like he has started to come into view right now. And this is Andrew Talansky. Talansky is an all-around rider. Resides actually in California. Well, he doesn't. He's from California. But he actually lives in Italy. He's a minute one behind. 1 minute gap between Holloway and our chaser, who bravely is out there, and it is in Holloway's interest that this guy catch him, so that the two of them can work together. Always better for the two to work together than to have one out there breaking the wind by himself all day long. Remember, this is a sport with a huge advantage if you sit in a pack. I couldn't agree with you more, Michael, because right now, each of these riders is having to push through the wind on his own every pedal stroke of the way. If they get together, they can start racing
Estamos aqui na 25ª Internacional Prova de Filadélfia. Cadê o...
You would think that maybe Daniel Holloway would consider sitting up, but he does have his team director here who really calls the shots, and so that's just the way that is. Chan McRae is his director. Chan McRae is very familiar to this race, and he has said so far, we're not going to sit up and wait. Dan Holloway right here.
Dan Holloway.
Check this guy out, making his move. Focus down in his time trial bars. This guy is in time trial mode here, Todd. Imagine how bad his back is going to feel in another few hours. He doesn't care if he's standing up there at the podium accepting a TD Bank check. That's right. He absolutely doesn't care. In fact, he won't even notice it. I just want to point out something to you that I think is going to be an astute observation on my behalf. We have yet to see the pack.
Segundo colocado vem lá.
Now remember, Dan Holloway has 3 minutes 30 seconds at the top of the man-comes wall. It looks as though that gap has gone up significantly already as he has come and fallen from the wall. And here we go. This is the man second on the road. And he's still about a minute one behind. Andrew Talansky riding for that Italian team, Amore and Vita. The director there is Roberto Gascioli, who is the former winner of this bike race. Our friend the Gage won this race a number of years ago, back in 1988. It was around the time that you, Todd, were racing here in Philadelphia. You won the King of the Mountain. We have yet to see the entire pack, waiting for the rest of the group, who are, I am imagine decently nonplussed at this breakaway. They are hearing radio communications from the rest of the pack. One guy due away from the main field. No main field yet.
Michael, looks like 2 riders now coming into view here on the Parkway. So 2 more riders have gone clear of the field.
Mais 2.
And on the back there is David Bruton. Is John Ebsen on the Danish national team. So you can see these 2 riders will be trading pace, sharing that workload. The first 2 men up the road do not have that luxury because they're by themselves.
After this lap, we're going to take a look at one of the earlier years of this bike race. We're going to go back to the very beginning of the event, and we're going to try to take a look at last climb up Manny Young Wall by Alexi Graywall back in 1988. We're going to have a fun time